And now in recent years, there has been a significant investment in upgrading the railway system in Nigeria, including the construction of new rail lines and the rehabilitation of existing ones. For example, the Lagos-Ibadan Railway Project is a modern standard gauge railway line that connects Lagos with Ibadan and other parts of the country. The Abuja-Kaduna Railway Line is another modern standard gauge rail line that connects Abuja, the capital of Nigeria, with Kaduna. And other ongoing rail projects in Nigeria include the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Railway Line, the Kano-Maradi Railway Line, and the Port Harcourt-Maiduguri Railway Line. Meanwhile, the federal government, through the Ministry of Niger Delta, has signed a deal with a United States-based firm, Atlanta Global Resources, as an infrastructure project financing company for the construction of a $15 billion rail project that will stretch across all 9 Niger Delta states. While signing the Memorandum of Understanding Tuesday in Lagos at a one-day NDDC and a Private Partnership 2023 Summit, the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Sumana Okonumana, said he started the process of resetting and repositioning NDDC immediately. President Muhammadu Buhari appointed him as Niger Delta Affairs Minister. So what is the impact of this development on the region? So that's what we'll talk about now. Let's start from studio here. Ambrose, so what does this mean for the region? If you look at closely the region, of course, there have been quite a lot of agitation, from talking about the derivative from the crude oil production and all of that. So how would this change, all of that?
I'm happy that you mentioned different railway lines connecting Lagos or that, but it's good that Niger Delta are thinking also how to connect the Niger State, with the rail system. And don't forget that transportation is another aspect of economy that support growth and development. If you have a good transport system anywhere in the world, I tell you that economy is set to go, because you move goods from one place to the other, and that movement is all about commercial. I believe that the move by Niger Delta Development Commission to do this is a welcome development, because we're going to boost activities in that region, knowing that these are where the resources of Nigeria is coming in terms of crude oil. They need to also have a good rail system that will support the growth, because I'm telling you, all eyes are in Port Harcourt, in Lagos, Kaduna. Well, this rail coming will also bring business to that environment. I believe that it's a welcome development, no matter what it costs us. If we are the oil producing region, we'll be able to work to finance this. At the end of the day, give a lifting fees for that region, and that will also attract more investment. For me, it's a welcome development.
Okay, let me go to Kasimo. Although we're yet to get the detail how this will be, of course, but how do you think the Nigerian government will finance its share of the funding for this rail project? That is one. And how will this rail project benefit the Nigeria or Delta state, as it were, of the Niger area, and of course its people, with regards to improving their standard of living? Let's have your take.
You see, my first great concern is that the federal government currently now have removed railway.
Hello, Mr. Kofi, can you hear me? Oh dear. Well, I mean, maybe we should get back to you, Ambrose. And if you look at these,
a law signed by the president.
Okay, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
A law signed by the president permitted state to participate in owning railway line. And this is a single project that unites the entire South-South. South-South remain by name. How do you connect somebody from Benin to Akwa Ibom? By railway line, it's a matter of 1 hour, 2 hours. You will sleep in Benin, you wake up in Ibom. So it is something that unites the entire South-South, and that will bring the good of the South-South to the hinterland. There is so many good things in Bayelsa, in Riba, in Calabar, in Akwa Ibom. But to translate them to Lagos, to Abuja, is something else. But with this railway line, it just be like a few hours. You are there. And therefore, it will connect and boost the economy of the entire South-South. And then project is PPP, private partner ownership. So bulk of the money is not coming from the federal government. It's the Niger Delta, out of their budget, they can finance the token that they're supposed to finance. I believe that it's a doable project. because we are not waiting for the National Assembly to propose the money, and the money is not coming from the federal government, and the money is coming from America. Remember that America saying that Chinese has dominated Africa. They want to make an impact. This will be a simple project that will make American coming into Nigerian economy in the full force. Transportation is life of the economy. So if we succeed in doing this, it will open window for other things. Don't forget, just now, Lagos State have signed with CCECC with the same partnership of $2.5 billion. So it shows that if South can do 15 billion, Lagos State can do 2.5 billion. More funds are coming from private investors into the Nigerian economy, and this will, the railway line generate this money. I can assure you is doable.
Okay. All right. Ambrose, let's have your final take on this. I mean, in terms of tourism, trade and investment around this region, do we even have tourism center within the South-South?
We do.
I mean, so how do you think this will enhance, you know, such opportunities?
For me, it's a good welcome development because it will make life easier for all those tourists that are moving from either from America to Nigeria, from Nigeria to anywhere across the Niger Delta. For me, it's a welcome because I said it earlier that transportation is the hallmark of any economy, because why you need to move from one point to the other. Now with railway, the tourism potential in that region will be open, and hotel business will open. Like you said, you can just enter in Benin. You are in Asaba, from Asaba you are already in Akwa Ibom. We're already in Calabar already. For me, it's a welcome because movement is very, very key, and also it will move a lot of stress from the road to the that is why our road also will have a good lifespan, because that will reduce people hitting the road. For me, it's a good one because this is what we have done before now, but it's not, we say that it's late. As it's coming back to Nigeria, we're thinking that way. It's a development because we want to also boost economic activities when we're having such a railway movement. In London, you can see that they have a tube, they have rail, they have bus. There's a lot of activity that makes it that people want to go and stay in that environment.
My concern really is the timeline. I mean, a project such as this shouldn't take more. They should have a timeline. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Of course, we've not gotten the details.
No, they will do.
If you look at it, but it took a whole lot. I mean, a lot of time before we can.
I believe
I
believe that technology has come in place in terms of construction. It's not going to be at olden pattern of construction.
We hope so.
Yes, we believe that now they are bringing technology in, and America, I trust them, and Niger Delta also, those that are going to contribute to the PPP also have input. For me, it will take a decade to do it, but if you're saying 5 years, 6 years, it's possible and it's achievable. We can see that there are a lot of infrastructure development in Nigeria in the last 8 years. Add more to it, now we are taking Nigeria to the next level.
Let's get into the next conversation now. In a big move, or what it's called the clash of the titans. I mean, Ambrose, I'm sure you know exactly the next conversation, which of course has to do with the major transport deal, which is ongoing, where the Hair Holdings Capital acquired about 25.58% in the Transcorp shares of Transcorp PLC.